This is 9 News.
Fake Super Bowl jerseys, hats, and other gear. The feds have worked hard to keep you from spending your hard-earned money on fake merchandise.
Good morning from Super Bowl 50, where the FBI is considering this a national security event. And we're going to take you through San Francisco in 60 seconds.
All right, Cheryl, thanks. And all of Denver is getting into the Broncos spirit, especially today. We're going to look at some orange and blue displays that are catching a lot of eyes around town.
Good morning. Happy Orange Friday. Meteorologist Marty Caniglio and traffic reporter Amelia Earhart are joining us. Marty, there is a warm-up in our future.
Yes, there is. A short one tomorrow, and then a much more extended and more intense one coming up next week. Now, we did have a little bit of snow here and there overnight. Colorado Springs got a couple inches. What we have here are just a few clouds. We're figuring on a little downslope here, so not really any accumulation of snow here, which is what has happened. The downslope wind, see how it's coming off the foothills from the northwest. We have 15 to 35 mile per hour winds from the foothills up to the Continental Divide. That keeps air quality okay. No wood burning restrictions for us today. Let's check out radar. Again, the false echoes near the foothills. Those are not real, but these guys are moving to the south and east through Elbert County, snowing right now in Lyman. In fact, snowing throughout a good bit of southeastern Colorado with that weak disturbance that moved through overnight. We could see up to an inch of snow in the southeast part of the state and perhaps ½ to an inch in the mountains. This will all be before noon. Once we get to past noon, things are going to start clearing out. Cloudy for us early on. We'll start breaking the clouds up by 9 o'clock. Fairly consistent temperatures in the low 20s this morning. As we clear things out by lunchtime, it will allow us to get close to 40 degrees today. So again, a lot of the slush, ice, and just crusty stuff all over those side streets getting melted off during the day today. And I don't know about you, Amelia, but when I go through my neighborhood, it's like off-roading with the snow sculptures we have going on in the streets.
Yeah, that's a really good way of describing them as snow sculptures. It is kind of that really hard-packed, chunky snow. Saw some folks out yesterday taking what looked like an ice pick to the sides of the sidewalk there because, boy, it was so just adhered to the roads. Across 225, we've got a really nice clear start. Freeways have seen so much melting, so we're not going to worry about much of a delay there because of the weather. But side streets, yes, we could still see those slight backups and potential for crashes throughout the day.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We got a great Bronco show for you today. We're so excited about Super Bowl finally getting here on Sunday.
We are pumped up, but first we want to get you set for Orange Friday and what it has in store for you. Meteorologist Marty Caniglio and traffic reporter Amelia Earhart are standing by for that. Marty, some areas are seeing a bit of snow this morning.
Yeah, a little bit, and as we anticipated, it wouldn't amount to much of anything around here. We just have a few clouds out of the deal. Most of the good stuff has been to our south. We've got those false echoes that we get sometime this time of day in the foothills. That'll go away by 7:30. The radar will figure that out. As we look to our south and east, this is where the snow has been. It did snow a couple inches in Colorado Springs last night. We're seeing about ½ to 3/4 of an inch of snow move down through Crowley and Otero County and then along Highway 50. It is falling apart, should be done before noon. We could see again between about ½ to an inch of snow. It started in Elbert County in the Castle Rock area and continued to the south through the night. Again, around here, generally dry conditions with cloudy skies this morning. We clear out during the afternoon to the upper 30s and low 40s. It's warmer tomorrow. Really windy and cold on Sunday, and then coming up later in the half hour in about 20 minutes, we have a planning forecast that has some extremely warm temperatures, and we could use that to melt some ice and snow off the roads. Amelia, it is Friday. It's Super Bowl Friday, I guess we should say.
Yeah, Super Bowl Friday.
Have some fun, but do it responsibly, right?
Yeah.
We're expecting lows in the teens tonight before a little bit of a warm-up tomorrow. And meteorologist Belinda Leon is in the Weather Center. So we're saying highs in the 50s maybe tomorrow, Belinda?
Oh, yes. Highs will be in the 50s. And, you know, a big part of that is going to be those winds. They're going to be increasing closer to the foothills. So here's a quick look at your forecast because really we are looking at really quiet conditions out there. Very dry here on the Front Range. Lots of sunshine in the high country. Just a beautiful day over Keystone Village. As the sun is just kind of going behind the mountains, we're starting to see a little bit of shade over Keystone Village right now. Just a beautiful day to be in the high country, though. You'll notice that Doppler 9 is pretty quiet. Any snow that we're seeing right here on Doppler closer to the Front Range Mountains is really some stronger winds that are just picking up that snow on top of those mountain peaks. Temperatures at DIA 29 degrees. So even though it was a day filled with with sunshine. Our temperatures weren't all that warm. Highs today were in the 30s. We've still got some 30s in the downtown area in northern Colorado. Closer to the foothills in the 20s, and up and over the divide temperatures are in the teens. And you know, for those of you who have any plans out and about this evening, or if you're still watching us maybe from work, headed home, we're going to drive on some dry roads. The temperatures in the 30s with mostly clear skies. Now we'll look at the winds right now closer to the foothills, and you'll notice they're really not all that impressive. In Rocky Flats, 15 miles per hour, Estes Park 19, gusts over Kenosha Pass about 27 miles per hour. But we're going to see those winds increase overnight. In fact, a high wind warning will be in effect for southern Wyoming starting at 8, lasting through tomorrow, where we could see some gusts up to about 75 miles per hour. So coming up in your forecast, we're going to take a look at those winds that are going to increase closer to the foothills. We're going to watch those temperatures jumping into the 50s over the weekend for tomorrow, and the all-important Super Bowl forecast, what's in store for us. We do have a cool down ahead, so I'll let you know if you're going to need those shovels again. Guys?
9 Live on downtown Denver, the Super Bowl Queen City of the Plains that increasingly is bathed in orange and blue light as the sun goes down, if you've noticed, all over downtown and in the tech center. And it's going to warm up this weekend.
Soon home to be of the world champs.
That's right. The home of the world champs bathed in orange and blue.
Soon.
Ooh, we'll have a parade on Monday. Oh my gosh,
Tuesday.
it'll be so. Is it Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh, the parade is Tuesday. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know, whatever. Let's not jump the gun here.
Oh
Let's just send all of our warm wishes.
That's right.
to
'Cause
them.
everybody's got to get home first, I guess, right? That's the plan.
Yes,
Yeah.
we've got a great forecast for that Tuesday when our Broncos do come back into town, and we have the parade for them. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
All right, let's take a look at the forecast right now, because as we look ahead to the forecast for this Sunday, I did a little research on the coldest and warmest Super Bowls in history. The coldest was 39 degrees. Of course, these were outside games, and that was Super Bowl VI, Dallas versus Miami in Louisiana. Dallas won that game. And the warmest Super Bowl was Super Bowl 10, 20, 35, 36, 37. I need to count my Roman numerals. Super Bowl 37. That was Tampa Bay versus Oakland in San Diego. Now, the forecast for this Sunday is just going to be beautiful for our Broncos as they take on the Panthers. Temperatures at kickoff will be at 73 degrees, and then towards the end of the game, the temperatures are going to be in the low 60s. So no complaints, just beautiful weather out there. It was a beautiful day here. Check out those blue skies over the Flatirons, and our Doppler right now is not really doing a thing across Colorado, so we have a setup for a pretty dry forecast today and also into tomorrow. Doesn't mean it was a warm day. Our highs only got into the 30s, and right now we're at 29 degrees at DIA. Out here in the backyard, our temperatures are coming in at 30 degrees under my black coat. I've got on my orange dress, but I'm wearing my red right now in support of women's heart disease. So I hope you guys can find out more statistics about that, about our women and how to prevent this disease. All right, let's take a look at the temperatures right now, because we have temperatures that are currently standing in the 30s when we only got into the 30s for northern Colorado, teens in the high country, and also single digits in Gunnison. Here's where we stand right now. 30s in northern Colorado, 29 in Denver, and teens for Leadville. Gunnison is still at 9, and Kremling temperatures at 14 degrees. Throughout the rest of the afternoon, notice how our skies are going to stay clear. Not a whole lot happening as our temperatures drop into the low 20s for overnight lows. So not as cold as what it was last night. And our futurecast takes us through this evening. Maybe some high clouds at the most, but not a whole lot of action in the form of any kind of rain or snow. So I think you can keep those shovels inside the garage for now. The weather through tomorrow morning is going to stay pretty dry. Now, we do have to watch out for some stronger winds that will kick up into the foothills this evening. Here in the city, winds from 5 to 15 miles per hour. And the temperatures in northern Colorado are going to drop to around 13 in Fort Collins, 9 in Greeley, and the coldest temperature this morning was 13 below in Gunnison. So Gunnison is still a really cold night for you, as we have 7 below in the forecast for some of our mountain valleys. Now, I was talking about those strong winds. A high wind warning goes into effect this evening, and those strong winds are going to continue through tomorrow evening for southern Wyoming, and that's going to impact that I-80 stretch where we're expecting those gusts to get up to 75 miles per hour. And with the recent snow we've had, that could mean some blowing snow in that area. So high-profile vehicles are encouraged not to travel in that zone. Now, in Colorado, we don't have any watches or warnings, but check out these winds in the overnight hours. They're going to gust up to about 30, 40 miles per hour, and then through tomorrow afternoon, possibly up to about 50 miles per hour. I think with the effect of those westerly downsloping winds, we can see those temperatures in the 50s, especially out at DIA, around 54 degrees under mainly sunny skies. The highs across the state, not a whole lot of complaints. It's going to be a a beautiful February day, although we do have to just keep in mind those stronger winds closer to the foothills. And if you are headed to the high country to play in the snow, there is a considerable avalanche danger for most of our zones. Now, here's that planning forecast. That cooler air arrives on Sunday when it could turn a little windy, the high of 37 degrees. Then after that, we jump it in the 40s for Monday, Tuesday 54, and Wednesday a high of 62. So beautiful sunny skies.